Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Timon or Timoncello, and today I'll be making two cocktails, namely the Tom Collins and the John Collins. The Tom Collins is probably the most famous of the two, namely because it's the first one made of the two, and it's actually made by Jerry Thomas, who's a very well respected bartender from the pre-prohibition era, also known as the father of American mixology. And this drink, the Tom Collins, is made in 1876, so you can already see how long it's lasted, and it's a recipe we still use today. Without further ado, let's get to the drinks. I'll be making them side by side because there's actually only one ingredient that's swapped out for the other. And I'll actually already I'm gonna be putting ice in my glasses, so we got that going already. Alright, and now I can use the remainder for the shakers. Alright, and then let's start off with the cheapest ingredient first, which is simple syrup. And it's called simple syrup because it's really simple to make. It's equal parts sugar and water, melted over heat, so it dissolves better. And we're going to use 15 mils or half an ounce in both the shaker tins. Alright, and then we're going to be using lemon juice, only fresh squeezed. It's so much better than like store-bought juice or whatever. So I really urge you to freshly squeeze your citrus juices. This might actually be very logical to you, but there's actually people around who would rather use store-bought. So yeah, using gin first. Oh yeah, by the way, we used 1 ounce or 30 mils of lemon juice, and it's going to be like a 1 part, 2 part, 3 part cocktail. So we're going to use 2 ounces, 60 mils of either gin or bourbon. And for the bourbon, I'll be using this side so we don't get it mixed with the gin, of course. Right, this is actually a 50 ml measure. So I'll just add 10 more mils to it. And then we're going to shake them side to side. Get this out the way and get our glasses here. Some ice might have melted already, so I'm gonna get rid of that if I didn't forget my strainer, but I'll be right back. Alright, now I got the strainer. Let's get rid of any excess water. And then get to strain the drinks in. This is, I hope I'm not mistaken, this is John Collins. Yeah, with the bourbon. Then the Tom Collins. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to tell you before. Oh, I'm not urging you to do anything, just use whatever you want. But there's actually only one glass permitted for this drink. Just like a Muscat Mule needs to be in a copper mug, or mint julep needs to be in a copper mug. This one needs to be in this glass, because the glass is actually called the Collins glass. Just wanted to let you know. And last but not least, we're gonna top this up with soda water. And try to pour off the ice so that it already mixes together, because otherwise it's just gonna layer. Alright, straws in the drinks. Just stir a little bit to combine even further. And for a garnish, I'm using lemon wedge. So I got a quarter of a lemon over here. I'm cutting them into eighths. That way, if you like your drink even more sour, I want to say sour, but even more sour, you can squeeze them in. That's basically the main difference between a wedge and a wheel or a slice. And there they are, the Tom Collins and the John Collins. And well, let's get to tasting them. Starting with the gin one. Oh, very refreshing. Nice one for summer. Actually pretty simple, pretty basic, but sometimes that's all you ever need. Just simplicity. Really nice for summer, which is right around the corner, of course. And well, let's get to the John Collins. Also really nice. Yeah, same for the Tom Collins. Right here you get the botanicals, but more on the back palate. Right here, the oak barrel notes and the grains from the bourbon are more of like a main character in this drink. So this is more, well, or is it actually stronger? This one's 40% and this one is also 40. It's not even stronger, but for my sense, this is a stronger drink. But they're both great. Do I have a favorite? Not really. Gun to my head, I'd probably still go with the John Collins with bourbon, but that doesn't mean it doesn't mean that I prefer bourbon over gin. If I had to choose one in this recipe, I'd prefer the bourbon. But yeah, I forgot to give the mention, of course. The gin I'm using is a Beefeater, which is a London dry style. You can also use like a Plymouth gin or an Old Tom, which is a little bit sweeter. And the bourbon I'm using is Four Roses. This is actually a pretty solid bourbon in my opinion. But yeah, there you have it, the Tom and John Collins. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment, it's really good for the algorithm to comment, and well, subscribe if you're new, and of course press the bell icon to be updated. And then I'll see you next time. Cheers!